Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. 'Tis I, Mike Martins, and I'm bringing you another very healthy, well-to-do article from our friends over at A Better Dwelling. If you guys want to check it out, it's up on their page. It's one of their main stories that's up in the last couple of days. And it states that Canada's National Housing Agency thinks Toronto is no longer overvalued. Now, okay, guys, stop clapping. Canada's National Housing Agency, okay, now when they're coming out to say something or to ease tensions or to kind of bring people down to earth, you might want to think twice when it comes to who's saying it. No, that wasn't funny. Okay, what's housing affordability crisis? The latest Canada Mortgage Housing Corporation, CMHC, our friends there. Yes, our friends there, CMHC. They're always there to protect the banks and themselves, but not the borrower. Housing market assessment shows real estate is at a moderate low risk. Woo! Moderate low risk level. Okay, guys, hold on. Let me get the soundboard going here. Hold on. That's a long clap. Moderate low level of risk. Oh God, what century are these guys in? Are they even looking at? The ratings were the ratings were largely untouched, but did include one surprise. Toronto and Hamilton, previously at the high vulnerability, received downgrades of their risk. Generally, more risk is seen in real estate markets west of Ottawa. From Ottawa heading east to all major markets, markets are still in the clear, according to the agency. So, guys, we got ourselves a bit of a problem here. I'm getting hundreds of emails every day of people discussing affordability, doctors, garbage men, people, police officers, lawyers, and like a lot of people having huge affordability issues, and it's becoming a big problem. It sure is. Yeah, boo it. That's what it is. The housing market assessment. The housing market assessment is color coded. Red simplified look at the real estate. It's the CMHC rates fundamentals using the three levels: low, green, medium, yellow, and high for red. Overheating and price acceleration only rank low or moderate. That is, overheating and price acceleration only exist or it doesn't. It's totally binary. I hope binary doesn't flag my channel. Anytime you say binary on your channel, it just kind of flags it, a red flag when you say binary. I don't know what the word binary even means. Well, I know what binary means, but why does it mean something to the YouTube algorithm? And there's no degree. Besides those two, the rest of the market ranks in degrees of vulnerability. Canadian real estate is moderately vulnerable. Moderate. It's nothing to worry about, people. Yeah, don't panic, Cardatic. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Canadian real estate is displaying moderate signs of vulnerability in the latest report. So who's buying these properties? You need to ask yourself the question. Is Canada's competing for rich investors, but the way things look like with China's capital outflows are not really allowing people to take anything out of China right now, especially with their social credit scores. Now, this is Scary Larry. There's Scary Jerry. Why? Scary Terry, I meant, actually, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, Scary Terry. Okay. All right. The report for the 2019 Q4 shows it holding the same moderate rank last year. This follows 10 quarters of red, or high degree of vulnerability. Overvaluation is the key issue the housing agency readily sees in its model. So there it is, a little bit of overheating here in Victoria. You got a little bit here in Regina, and you got a little bit of overheating here in Hamilton and in Toronto. So you got a little bit of overheating, but then everything looks moderate and everything looks low. So St. John's, I could see, yes, but let's look at, okay, overheating. We got overheating here. Looks good here, overheating, right?
Tell voice password to continue.
Fangulo. So this Bixby thing, I'm not sure why it keeps. I don't even have it on my phone. I didn't even activate a voice password for it, but it likes to come on once in a while and just annoy me. So Canada, overheating. So this is Canada as a whole. It looks good. There's Victoria. Nothing's overheating. Nothing is overheating. That's good. Okay, we got price acceleration. Nothing is overheating. You got a bit of moderation. But you get that in every market. Then you got the overvaluation. You got Canada moderate as a whole, but Victoria and Winnipeg and Toronto looks okay, actually. You know what I'm saying? Then you got overbuilding. No one's overbuilding. The only place, according to this thing, that's overbuilding is Regina. Regina is the only place that is overbuilding. Then we got overall assessment here. Overall assessment. So here we go. We got Victoria, bit of Hamilton, and Toronto, and everything is moderate to low. So what is happening? Toronto real estate is moderately vulnerable. It's moderate. It's not going to happen to say. But you know what? If Canada, I don't know what they're doing out east, man. I got to get some boys with some boots on the ground out east to give us a little insight on what's happening here. So Toronto real estate has more moderate vulnerability rating and improvement from high. Market activity is improving. They're still overheating and prices are accelerating. Overvaluation is easing, though kind of silly since they're looking at the market from an aggregate perspective. Detached home prices increased just a few notches above inflation. However, condo prices increasingly nearly a whole year of wages for the median person in Toronto. Vancouver real estate is moderately vulnerable. Vancouver real estate is maintained its moderate value vulnerable rating. The market is overvalued, but the agency isn't seeing overheating, but acceleration has been low over the past year because it's been negative. Worth to mention that sales volumes have returned and those negatives are shrinking. Yeah. That's right. Montreal real estate has low levels of vulnerability. Well, you can still buy a median house. It's still in around 260 to 350. So there is movement there, and there's more flexibility when securing financing for a lower amount as opposed to buying something for 800, 900 large for a teardown, right? Montreal, a hot market for investors recently. A lot of investors and speculation and bidding wars. Montreal's never seen bidding wars before until foreign investing walked in there and showed people who was boss. Is demonstrating low levels of vulnerability. The agency notes that home prices are consistent with the economic and demographic fundamentals. Yeah, with the job losses and that were just reposted again and not looking well, and all the public sector jobs, not private sector, that's supposed to be fueling the public sector. They also note that the resale market is beginning to show signs of overheating. So far, it hasn't registered on the color-coded model yet. No, it hasn't. Of course, it's not gonna register there. Not a lot change. Expect for the downgrades to Toronto and Hamilton real estate. Both markets continue to overheating, but somehow don't show overvaluation. Major cities in West Ottawa continues to show mortgage signs of vulnerability. Ottawa East continue to display few signs of vulnerability. Of course! So guys, there's a comment policy here on Better Dwelling. We encourage to have civil discussion. Notes that reads civil, which means don't act like jerks to each other, is still unclear. Name calling and racism, hate speech, seriously, your adults act like it. So, guys, please, when you're on Better Dwelling, please be nice, be civil. Just be at one with each other and understand each other to at least to a point if you don't fully understand, but get where someone's coming from too. You know what I'm saying? Very important to understand each other and to have some sort of a basic common ground that we're all human beings and we all love each other, right? Yeah! Anyways, guys, also guys, we are having huge issues here in the housing market. It's many years now. I've been reading these Better Dwelling articles while drinking my Tim Hortons coffee here. We are looking at troubles. turbulent times ahead. I think Q2 of 2020 is going to be the make or break. I think the Q2 of 2020 is literally the time where someone's got to pay the piper. Piper's been playing for years now. No one's been paying the piper. No one's been paying the hired band. Been playing for years, and someone's got to walk up and give that check to the bandstand that's been there or the piper. So it's not going to look good in the end. Katie, bar the door. It's the times we're headed towards. Let me know what you guys think. Turbulent times headed. Close the hatches. Batten the hatches, sorry. Katie, bar the door. And get to your sellers because it's going to be a perfect storm of an economic storm headed our ways. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.